Jahzuena, are you excited?
I'm so excited. I'm nervous. Every emotion is running through me. Yeah.
4 years ago, you start playing tennis.
Yes,
4 years later, you're off to college
I
to
am.
play tennis.
Exactly. That was the main reason I started playing tennis. Everybody asked me, what made you decide to take up tennis? Firstly, it was to further my education. I knew that if I could get an athletic scholarship to help the burden of finances on my parents, that would be amazing. So I knew that athletics was my only ticket to really go to college, and to be able to say 4 years later, after sticking to the sport and working hard, I can go to college on a full scholarship is amazing. So I'm ecstatic. Yeah.
It hasn't been easy because you've gone through so many different transitions of learning the game, playing
Yes.
internationally, playing locally. How much of a challenge has it been for you on the court?
Well, I always tell people I've played every single sport. I've always been great at athletics. It's the only passion I've ever had in my life. And out of all the sports I've played, tennis has been the most challenging to learn. Tennis the game is a silent war. It's a war between your mind and your body. It's a war between yourself and your opponent. It's a war between the ball and the net, and all those three things combined at once. So in learning the game, there's so many different aspects to it, and it's been the greatest challenge so far that I've had to do for my life. Yeah.
What would you say in your short 4 years has been your proudest moment on the court?
My most proudest moment on the court has been representing my island internationally in Guayaquil, Ecuador last year, summer. And also, as well, my first tournament I ever won, the Pomanda Gate tournament. That was a goal that I had set for myself when I first started playing. And to represent my home courts, Grotto Bay, I gotta big up my home courts, and my uncle, Douglas, has been amazing to put Grotto Bay on the map in Bermuda and be a face for them. And that's been the highlight of my tennis career so far.
Now, there's not many females playing tennis after they get to a certain age.
Yes.
What would you say to encourage people to follow your trend and get an education through a sport like tennis?
Especially to young women, I would say sports has played such an important role in my life. I honestly don't know where I would be if I didn't have sports. Sports was always the perfect distraction because I wouldn't be allowed to get caught up. I was always training. I was always focusing on girls. So I would say to young women, it don't even have to be tennis, but sports teaches you discipline. It teaches you about resilience. It teaches you so many life lessons you're gonna need as a woman growing up. So I would say definitely get involved, and you can get a full ride scholarship like me and go to college and get your degree. I'm gonna be getting my major in physical education. If I can teach kids about sports and educate them on the passion that I love, that will be amazing as a career.
Now, who are some of the people you want to thank for your 4-year journey thus far?
What a question. Firstly, I have to thank God, because by the grace of God, tennis was sort of brought into my life by my uncle, Dougals. That's one of the first people I have to thank. Not many people know, but my uncle, Dougals, he took me under his wing. I told my uncle, I want to go to college, uncle. He said, okay, the only thing I know is tennis, so that's how we're going to do it. He worked with me tirelessly, countless hours, paid for my clothes, my shoes, my rackets, every tournament that I ever played. He dedicated so much time and energy into me, and I could never repay him for that. I could never. So firstly, thank you to my uncle. Thank you to Grotto Bay Tennis family. I love you guys. The support system that Grotto Bay has is amazing. Thank you to the BLTA for allowing me to travel to Guayaquil, Ecuador this summer, going to represent Bermuda. Thank you to so many fellow female tennis players, Ashley Brooks, Kayla Cross, Tyler Smith, Shelby Medeiros, Kirsten Soltis. All these women are role models for me. And the men's side, Gavin Manders, Javon Witter, of course my uncle, and David Thomas. So I would like to thank everybody that supported me in this 4-year journey. And, you know, I'm still pretty young in the game, and I can't wait to see where I am 10 years down the line.
All right, well, good luck, and we will be keeping in touch with you to see how you're making out.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Audio Jungle.